Hi, I'm Feather. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about what you need to know before moving to Reno, Nevada. If you're thinking about relocating here, this video is meant to give you a big picture overview of what Reno is really like. We're going to talk about jobs, population and growth, Reno versus Sparks, weather and seasons, taxes, and lifestyle. And before we go any further, quick Nevada lesson. It's pronounced Nevada, not Nevada. Now, if you say it wrong, we still like you. Let's first talk about where Reno actually is. Reno and Sparks are two different cities, but they're both in Washoe County. And together they make up the main metro area here in northern Nevada. Most people say Reno, but what they really mean is Reno, Sparks, Spanish Springs, Northwest Reno, Stead, South Reno. Each of those areas feels very different, and where you live can really impact your commute, the weather, home prices, and lifestyle. So choosing the right area matters for you and your personality. And this is something I'll cover more in depth in later videos. One of the biggest reasons people are moving to the area are jobs. We've had a lot of growth in manufacturing, technology, distribution, logistics, construction, healthcare, and even remote workers. Reno sits in a really interesting spot geographically between California and the rest of the western US, which makes it really attractive for businesses and people who want access to California without living in California. I see a lot of people relocating here from California, Washington, Oregon, Arizona, and Colorado. Some are moving for work, some are moving for lifestyle, and some are moving for tax reasons. Reno's about 3.5 to 4 hours from the Bay Area, and about 45 minutes to Lake Tahoe, depending on where you live in this area. That makes it convenient for you if you still have family in California, if you travel back and forth, own property in both states, or work remotely. It's also why Reno's popular for people and investors who are looking to do more 1031 exchange out of California, because you can stay close without the same tax structure. And yes, that'll be in future videos because it's a whole topic all on its own. Taxes and cost structure. Taxes are a big reason why people pay attention to Nevada. No state income tax, no tax on retirement income, and generally much lower property taxes than California. There are also limits on how much property taxes can increase each year for your primary residence, which helps that long-term affordability. And that's why Reno attracts retirees, investors, business owners, and people who are relocating here to avoid those high property taxes. You definitely want to understand how the tax structure works before you move here. Weather and elevation. So this surprises a lot of people. Reno has 4 real seasons. We're surrounded by mountains and the elevation changes fast here. So be sure to talk to your real estate agent about elevation and maybe come and check the area out before you move here and make sure that elevation isn't going to impact you negatively. So this means snow in one part of town, rain in another, sunshine in another. Where you live can affect how much snow you get, how early spring shows up, how hot summer feels, and how easy your commute is in the winter. You can literally drive 10 minutes and feel like you're in a different climate zone. If you love variety, this is a great place to be. And if you hate winter, you just need to pick your area carefully. Outdoor lifestyle. One of the biggest lifestyle draws to Reno is the outdoors. Within a short drive, you have Lake Tahoe, Pyramid Lake, hiking, skiing, snowshoeing, snowmobiling, boating, paddleboarding, kayaking, and fishing. In the winter, you're skiing and sledding. In the summer, you're at the lake. And the fall, you're hiking. In the spring, you're doing it all again. Some ski resorts even turn into mountain biking and hiking parks in the summer. So there's always something for you to do if you like being outside. A little personal connection. And a little bit about me, because I think who you work with matters. I've been married to my husband, Scott, for almost 26 years. We have 2 adult sons, Connor and Riley, who have basically taught me patience, flexibility, and how to survive chaos. Our fur baby is Echo, who is our grand puppy, as she is actually Connor's dog, who we watch on the regular, meaning pretty much every day he goes to work. We love having her around, and she keeps us on our toes. I love Reno because it lets us work, be outside, and stay connected to family and friends, and we still feel like we have room to breathe. And that's what most people I work with are really looking for too. So why does this channel exist? This channel is here to help you understand what Reno's really like, how different areas compare, what mistakes to avoid, and whether this area is right for you. In future videos, I will cover things like Reno versus Sparks, cost of living, different neighborhoods, buying versus renting, and 1031 exchange strategies. This is just the big picture. If you're thinking about making the move to Reno or Northern Nevada, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and reach out. I love helping people figure out if this is the right area for them. And a reminder, it's Nevada, not Nevada. I'll see you on the next video.